Looking back at that season, do you think the defining moments was, I think looking back now with the Gerrard slip versus Chelsea, as well as the game versus Crystal Palace, where they came back when you guys were 3-0 up?
Yeah.
What was the mood like after those matches?
Well, it was obviously down in the dumps purely because of how things happened. But those are the two things that everybody remembers. But we didn't lose the league because of those two errors or matches or whatever. There was games early on in the season that we didn't win. But no one remembers that. It was just because at the start of the season, people didn't expect us to win the league. So it's just for some reason... But of course, obviously Stevie's had a moment there where he couldn't do nothing about it, and unfortunately there was no one else behind him to help out. So that's a freak of nature on its own. And then obviously the Palace game, we could have been 5-0 up at one point, and then before you know it, I can't remember, I think it was Delaney hit a 40-yard strike into the top corner, which I'm sure he'll tell you he's never hit a ball like that in his life. And then you're thinking, oh my God, like, what's going to happen here? Then they get a couple more, and then your back's against it. So yeah, that one was more avoidable than Stevie's slip. That's just a freak moment.
Paul, do you remember that season where Liverpool almost made it, but Manchester City...
Yeah, I mean, I followed it closely, particularly because Brendan's a friend of mine and a former colleague. We worked together at Chelsea. And yeah, that must have been a difficult moment for everybody involved at the club. But like Glenn said, see, a championship's won over what you do over the season. But when you come to the end part, there can often be some defining moments. Situations. Yeah, absolutely. And that was one. It was unlucky, really unlucky. The situation at Crystal Palace, that was just a freak. That was a freak. They were 3-0 ahead with 10 minutes to go.
And cruising.
Yeah, and if they'd
gone on... It seems like freakish moments
yeah.
tend to define Liverpool's season so far.
Yeah. And what's going to happen in the next 10 games? For sure there's going to be some twists and turns. Maybe even today.
Well, you kind of gave me the impression that you are quite good friends with Brendan Rodgers. Like you said, you are friends. Were you his shoulder to cry on at the end of the season? How did that conversation go?
We worked very closely together when I was at Chelsea. He was the reserve team coach and I was the under-18 coach. And then he went and did his first job at Watford. But since then, we've kept in contact. And it was about a year ago when I last saw him. We went out for dinner together. So... I like him a lot, someone that I respect, and he's a really good coach and manager.
Glenn, looking at the squad right now, and I'm not sure if you are in touch with any of the current squad players, do you think that are they handling the pressure well this time around versus maybe the squad that you were in?
Well, the pressure will definitely start to build. I think that will come because, as you guys mentioned there about that little blip, I think they was lucky that they was in a position to be able to have that blip because they've had it and they're still bang in the race. Whereas if any of those squads or teams go on to a blip from now on, I think they would be the ones that lose the league or throw it away. But no, I don't think... The pressure's only there because everyone wants them to win it. I think you're going up against Man City, it's not easy. They're favourites to win the league. So really, they should be trying to enjoy it. But that's easy to say when you're sat on the sofa and you're watching the TV.
Right. Now, speaking of sitting on the sofa, you, of course, have been in that position before. As we spoke about, what would you tell them? What would you tell the squad? Being someone who's been there and lost it towards the end, what can they do to make sure that the title does go to Liverpool?
Well, I think everything's there for them to win it. I think just mentally they need to remain calm and just play their football. And it's not easy to do, but almost try and forget about the situation and forget about everyone else outside the dressing room. Just go and play their football and just keep the head down.
Are you in touch with any of them, your former teammates?
Yeah, a few of them, yeah.
Are they dealing with things okay?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. But the thing is, during the week is the easy time. We would have seen many players that during the week they're confident as anyone, and then come the game they go into their shell a little bit. But I don't think these group of lads will do that.